So, we're going to talk about something today that, well, it pretty much goes against everything you've ever been taught about success. We're talking about the science-backed reason why your brain is practically begging you to be lazy.
And I want to start by asking you a question. Just think about it for a second. Are you busy or are you productive? Because, in this non-stop hustle culture we're all in, it is so easy to mix those two up. We jam-pack every minute of our day thinking that's the key, right? But then we get to the end of the day, we're totally drained, and we don't really feel like we've moved the needle on anything important.
And this really gets to the heart of that constant battle, doesn't it? Our whole world screams at us to keep moving, stay on that hamster wheel, and just do more. But what if the science is telling us the exact opposite? What if the real breakthroughs, the truly creative ideas, only happen when we finally step off and just stop?
Okay, so first things first, we've got to talk about that word, laziness. It's time to completely unlearn what we've been taught, because it turns out that doing nothing might just be the most productive thing you do all day.
I love this quote because it completely reframes the whole idea. See, idleness isn't some character flaw, it's a biological need. It's just as important as sleep. It's like your brain's maintenance cycle. It's the time it needs to clean things up, recharge its batteries, and make room for those brilliant aha moments to pop up.
Let's just put the myths right up against the science. We've all been told that a wandering mind is a distracted mind, right? That it's a bad thing. But the reality that neuroscience is showing us is that this so-called distracted state is actually when our brain is working overtime on the important stuff, locking in memories and cracking tough problems in the background.
So what is actually going on in your head when you're just zoning out? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the secret network that's running the show whenever you're not paying attention. Meet the hero of our story. It's called the Default Mode Network, or DMN for short. The easiest way to think about it is like your brain's autopilot. As soon as you stop focusing on something specific, like a spreadsheet or a puzzle, the DMN kicks into gear and starts doing its own, very important job. So basically, your brain has two main modes. You've got focus mode, which is on when you're concentrating on something out in the world, but the second you relax, maybe you're in the shower or just walking, the default mode network takes over, and its job is to turn your attention inward, to start rummaging through your memories and ideas, connecting all the dots to build a bigger, richer picture of your world. So what do we actually get from letting this secret network do its thing? What are the real-world superpowers that we unlock when we finally give ourselves permission to have some downtime?
Well, first up, creativity. A huge boost. You know that classic shower thought? That sudden brilliant idea that seems to come out of nowhere? This is where it comes from. The DMN is an expert at mashing together completely unrelated ideas until, bam, a totally new solution or insight emerges. Second, it's a phenomenal problem solver. Have you ever been stuck just banging your head against a wall on some problem and then the answer just pops into your head while you're on a walk? Yep, that's your DMN. When you step away, you give your brain a chance to incubate the problem, letting your unconscious mind chew on it until it finds a way through that mental block.
And third, and this is so important, it's a memory supercharger. Downtime is literally when your brain acts like a librarian. It takes all the scattered, temporary memories from your day and carefully files them away into long-term storage. This is why rest isn't a break from learning, it's actually the part where the learning truly sticks. Okay, so the science is super compelling, right? But the big question is, how do we actually do this in our ridiculously busy lives? So let's get practical with a simple guide to being productively lazy. It's really just 3 simple steps. First, schedule it. Seriously, put 15 or 20 minutes of nothing time on your calendar just like any other meeting. Second, and this is non-negotiable, you have to go tech-free. Put the phone away, no new information coming in. And finally, and this can be the hardest part, you have to embrace boredom. Don't immediately try to fill the silence. Just let your mind go wherever it wants to go. So here's the big takeaway, the thing to really let sink in. We've been defining productivity all wrong. It is not about cramming more doing into every minute. Real, sustainable productivity is about intentionally creating the space for your brain to do its most important background work. That's where your best ideas are hiding. So, I'll just leave you with this question. Think about that big challenge you're wrestling with right now, at work or in your life. What amazing solution will you let your brain come up with the next time you finally give it the break it deserves?